I'm Jason Epperson. This is RV Miles, and it's time for the latest in RV and camping news. Coming to you from the beautiful new Savannah Lakes RV Resort just outside of Savannah, Georgia, getting some full hookup amenity camping in after a couple weeks of state park camping as we work our way down to Florida in this incredible heat. We've got lots of state park news this week, including a new state that is giving state residents a heads up on booking reservations and more. But first, it's that time of year when fires are raging across the West. California's Park Fire is now one of the largest fires in California history, burning an area about half the size of Rhode Island so far. Beyond the sad destruction of homes and property, its closed Lassen Volcanic National Park, staff spent Saturday packing up collections and evacuating the park's 97-year-old museum. The areas under threat from the fire contain the park's historic district and headquarters, including structures built by the California Conservation Corps in the 1930s. Highway 89 through the park is closed due to the fire and is only open as an evacuation route. Recreation is prohibited in the park due to the extreme fire danger. Canada's Jasper National Park is also closed as a monster wildfire hit the park and the gateway community of the same name, which has just been devastated. Severe fires burn in Oregon and Washington and Idaho as smoke affects air quality throughout the Northwest and beyond. Last week near Rifle, Colorado, an RV driver unknowingly blew a tire and started several wildfires along I-70. Officials say the RV kept traveling after the tire blew out, dragging the rim and sparking fires as they continued to drive. All of the fires were under control within a few hours. This is a surprisingly common cause of fires, though. TPMS systems can be very helpful to alert you of a blown tire, but, look in your mirrors now and then, too. Other common causes of roadside fires include dragging trailer chains, which can throw sparks, and hot exhaust pipes and mufflers parked over grass. Last week's news video dropped just moments before a big hydrothermal explosion at Black Diamond Pool at Biscuit Geyser Basin in Yellowstone National Park. If you haven't seen the video, it's truly incredible to see this boardwalk with people on it just get demolished in an instant. Thankfully, no one was injured. The area is now closed, though, through the 2024 season to visitors. And the park released an update on the incident, saying that the explosion resulted from water suddenly transitioning to steam in the shallow hydrothermal system beneath Black Diamond Pool and was not caused by volcanic activity. Yellowstone is, of course, a supervolcano, with conspiracy theorists thinking the government has been hiding from us its impending doom. The explosion, which sent steam and debris to a height of hundreds of feet above the ground, destroyed a boardwalk and ejected grapefruit-sized rocks tens to hundreds of feet from the source. Some rocks closest to the explosion site are about 3 feet wide and weigh hundreds of pounds. The dark color of the explosion was a result of mud and debris mixed with steam and boiling water. Black Diamond Pool and Black Opal Pool were affected by the explosion, and while they remain distinct features, the shape of Black Diamond changed somewhat. Both pools are murky due to debris, and the unstable ground around their edges occasionally slides into the water. Just after the eruption, Black Diamond Pool exhibited minor rolling and water spouting. The water level in the pool rose over the course of the day, and by Tuesday afternoon, the rolling transitioned to occasional bursts of hot water that could reach about 8 feet in height. By Wednesday morning, July 24th, the levels of Black Diamond Pool and Black Opal Pool had risen enough that both were overflowing and sending murky water into the Fire Hole River. Given the changes to the hydrothermal plumbing system, that's what this really is, it's a big plumbing system, small explosions from boiling water in the area continue to be possible over the coming days to months. USGS and NPS geologists will be monitoring the conditions, mapping the debris field, and sampling water to assess any changes in the shallow system. Hydrothermal explosions typically occur in the park a few times per year, but often in the backcountry where they may not be immediately detected. More in a moment, but first, the RV lifestyle is about community, and the RV community is at the heart of our friends at RV Life. RV Life recently celebrated the 1 millionth trip planned with their RV Life Trip Wizard, their excellent trip planning tool for RVers, featuring all the trusted reviews, pictures, and tips from their RV Life campground site. RV Life also features several blog sites and over 20 additional RVing forums to serve the RV community. All of that experience and community feedback come together to help create a fantastic RV trip planner and mobile navigation tool collectively called RV Life Pro. RV Life has marked a milestone of over 3 billion with a B miles traveled using RV Life Pro. Take 25% off RV Life Pro at the link in the description for this episode. You have to go to that link. There's no code anymore. Just hit the link and you get 25% off when you sign up. Reservations to Idaho state parks for 2025 will be paused beginning Thursday, August 1st through January 6th as the state transitions from one reservation system contractor to another. You'll still be able to make 2024 reservations, and reservations that are already in the system for 2025 will be honored. But if you want to make a reservation for 2025 stays in Idaho state parks, you're going to have to do it in the next couple of days, or after Thursday, you're going to have to wait until January 6th when the new system will go live to the public. The blackout is necessary to migrate from the current reservation system to the new one, which requires the transfer of park facility and customer information. Seems like a long period of time for that to happen, but it is what it is. The state says the new site will provide a more user-friendly experience. The state will also save $300,000 a year. Under the new contractor, it will be a proprietary system, so Idaho isn't moving to something like Reserve America, which several other states are under. A quick update on the proposed changes to Washington state parks, length of stay restrictions, and price increases that we talked about on last week's news. Those proposals have officially passed, and they go into effect pretty quick, beginning August 19th. The new rules set a 10-day length of stay limit in parks within 30 days and no more than 90 nights per calendar year in all state parks. As of September 1st, the annual Texas State Park Pass will increase from $70 to $95. This is the second time the price has increased since the program began in 2024. The pass gives holders and their guests free day use access to all 88 Texas state parks for a year. Texas requires a park entry fee, usually $10 to $15 a day, even if you have a paid campsite. So it's on top of your campsite reservation unless you have the annual pass. So something to consider if you're going to be spending a decent amount of time over the course of a year in Texas state parks. And in Alabama, state residents will get a 1-month head start on campground reservations beginning August 1st. Alabama's 21 state parks can be booked online 13 months in advance if you are a resident of the state and 12 months in advance if you are from anywhere else. The residency is determined by the zip code attached to the credit card used to make the reservation. Priority reservations for residents have been discussed in many states. Florida passed a similar measure last year. T-Mobile's new Away plan, which in theory will stop users from using the home cellular hotspot on the road, is now available after being delayed for a quote technical glitch. Many RVers and travelers use a loophole in T-Mobile's home cellular plan for travel, which is only $50 a month for unlimited 5G internet, or $60 a month if you're a newer subscriber. The terms of service have always disallowed travel use, stating that the device could only be used at a fixed address, but that's never been enforced, and T-Mobile reps have been blatantly selling the home plan to RVers at places like RV shows. The new Away plan was announced back in April, priced at a whopping $160 a month for unlimited or $110 a month for 200 gigabytes of data. T-Mobile will likely soon be enforcing that location restriction on the home internet plan. They haven't specifically said that, but the whole purpose of this is so that they can move us travelers onto a more pricey plan. The home internet plan will soon likely require that you use it at the address on your account. Back in June, we talked about how Toyota announced the recall of nearly 100,000 Tundra pickups and about 3,500 Lexus SUVs to fix a problem that could cause their engines to lose power while driving, but the fix wasn't determined yet. Now it turns out that Toyota will have to replace the engine in every single one of those vehicles. The vehicles involved are 2022 and 2023 model year Toyota Tundras and Lexus LX 600s, only regular gasoline-powered versions, not the hybrids. It's an incredible recall to me because it's not due to a design flaw or a faulty part. It's due to debris from the manufacturing process being left inside the engine. Toyota dealers will perform the engine replacement at no cost to the vehicle owners. There'll be a timeline that'll be laid out eventually. There'll be letters. You know how these recalls work at this point. Finally, do you know what the deadliest animal in the state of Colorado is? It's killed 229 people since 2003, but deaths are on the rise. 51 people died last year alone. It's not black bears, mountain lions, rattlesnakes, bison, or moose. According to the Denver Gazette, the mosquito is the deadliest animal in Colorado, and by all accounts, other states as well, by far. Last year, there were 634 documented West Nile virus cases in the state with an 8% death rate, and more than half of people that contracted the virus were hospitalized. 2024 is off to a slower start, but cases typically peak around mid to late August. You're likely to get bit by a mosquito with West Nile and never know it, but people age 60 and older and those with certain medical conditions face a greater chance of more serious symptoms. The Colorado Department of Public Health and Environment recommends using insect repellent when spending time outside and avoiding being outside during times when mosquitoes are most active, dusk and dawn. Wearing clothing that covers exposed skin can also be an effective deterrent. The first noticeable symptoms of West Nile virus tend to be severe headaches and confusion. Seek medical attention immediately if you notice these symptoms popping up. Use that bug spray, folks. I know the chemicals are scary, but so is West Nile virus and Lyme disease. Also, if you're using bug spray, be careful about the pleather in your RV. Bug spray and suntan lotions are a leading cause of peeling RV furniture, although not the only cause. You can still blame the manufacturers. That's it for this week's RV and Camping News Roundup. Remember, we have our homecoming rally coming up in early October. We hope to see you there. We're going to have seminars, games, food, lots of fun. It's affordable, and we have just a great time to celebrate the end of the camping season in Amana, Iowa, right along I-80. All the information is in a link in the description below or rvmiles.com/homecoming. Hit the like button if you got something out of this video. Subscribe if you want more like it, and we'll see you on the next one. Bye, everybody.